Silence. Stillness. Nobody's there. Nobody at all. Silence. Stillness. That's how you know that you've leveled up. Your reality is so still. Silent. Where did everyone go? You've leveled up. Not everyone goes with you. We all go through this process, and this is a documentation of this process. You will level up many times on your journey, and each and every time that you level up, you will experience everything that I'm going to discuss tonight. God is leveling us up right now. Have you noticed? There's not a lot of people around. It's really quiet. Too quiet. Yeah. If you're witnessing that, why don't you hit the starbursts in the chat to let us know. If you're just stumbling in or watching on the replay, kindly hit the like button so that others will get this message. We level up and things begin to change. When you level up, when it first happens, it's not what you expect, but this is what you get. You're not going to get a rush of people. You're not going to get all the lights, the camera, the action. No. What you're going to get is silence. You're going to get stillness. And you're going to see things about the reality actually shift over the course of your journey. People come and people go. We are leveling up, and you constantly level up over time. But each time, right, that first time you level up, it might be really thick, right? And then it gets thinner and thinner and more specific, detailed, more minute. But each time it gets harder and harder. You might witness this on your journey. When you're tested when you're leveled up. God is saying to you, are you ready? Not everyone is going where you're going, chosen one. And that's why every time you level up, there's a clearing and a cleansing. And then you start again with new opportunities, with new people. The old can't go with you. God knows this, because leeches will try to come on for a ride that they're not coming with. They're not coming with you. They're not going with you. You might have to go it alone on certain times, time frames, and periods on your journey. Situations can change overnight. People can change overnight. These are the signs that you have leveled up as you activate those superhero powers that you have. Are you feeling those superhero powers? I want you to think about a video game. Remember Mario? Get the mushroom in the beginning. Level 1, not so hard. But you don't get fancy superpowers and weapons to use. But as you level up, the levels get harder and harder. The levels get more detailed, so very detailed, where, it was really simple in the beginning of the game. But now you've leveled up, and now the game is harder. And now you've mastered things. So when it comes up now, it's 1, 2, 3. But now you're dealing with new puzzles you need to fix. How do I jump over this? How do I get that, right? Remember that in the video game? You are going to come face to face with new bosses at the end of the level. New enemies as you go throughout the level. These enemies, these tasks, they're different. They don't actually always have to be harder, but they're different. So you're going to have to get, as you'll see in the levels, you're going to get new power-ups, new superpowers, new weapons to fight these enemies. Get to the boss, and then you level up again. This happens on your journey. So you might have to deal with one thing. And it's the big, oh my God, it's such a big thing. It seems like the end of the world. But you pass it, you get through it, and then you level up. On the next level, or maybe in the future levels, you actually see that as a small little task in the beginning of the level, but now there's so many more things to do. The levels are continuing to get harder and harder with more detail. But you are activating new powers as you move up the levels. And with these new powers, you're able to overcome the new obstacles, the new enemies. It wasn't so easy. But then, you trained yourself. You have these new powers. Now you defeat the enemies. Now you level up. On our journey, when you level up, people literally disappear from your everyday life. Once you have done it, you're emitting a frequency outward. So we're all emitting this frequency that we are. I am this new frequency. Now you're so high that a lot of people, you're gone to them. Many of you might have lost friends on your journey. You might have been in relationships. They weren't coming with you. You might have been in groups that you've outgrown. A lot of the chosen ones, you might actually notice this on your journey, where sometimes you'll even be invited to a group setting, and all of a sudden there's a bunch of gaslighting, and you could actually say to yourself, what am I actually doing here? Why did these people even have me? And you might see this on your journey. Let us know in the comments. It could be one person. It could be a group of people. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. It could be in a relationship. But you constantly are leveling up. And once you've energetically done it, all of a sudden you see a shift. As we see right now, we are in the process of leveling up again. Cheers to all the superheroes in the chat. We're in the process of leveling up right now. That's why it gets really quiet. It gets really still, absolutely still and quiet when you level up. You're getting this message right now and you're noticing, you say, oh, maybe people were messaging you. All of a sudden they disappear. You're getting no messages on your phone. You might go out to a place, it's empty. You say, oh, there's always people here. When you have to really focus on these little minute changes, you will start to understand the journey of leveling up. A lot of synchronicities that happen at a specific time. AQ, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate you, AQ. I love you. Very grateful. You want to be the best there is at whatever it is that you do, the best at your craft. Well, attention to detail. And God is making you the best version of yourself. And God is paying attention to detail. So you might feel your whole nervous system, and you might feel irritable because God is really fine-tuning you so that you know exactly, and you say, I'm experiencing it again. I'm experiencing this again. Why am I looking at this again? Why am I seeing this in the world again? Why is this specific thing constantly popping up again and again? And the answer is, dear one, the obstacle is the way. I want each and every one of you to write it down right now. The obstacle is the way. You're getting this message right now, and you could see that there's a specific part in your life, and God is making you observe it. God is making you a professional at it. You are becoming a professional at something. This obstacle. You learn how to beat this in the game. 1, 2, 3. You might see this out there. People say, how do I beat this level? How do I beat this? How do I do this? Then people are going to reach out to you so that they could beat that obstacle in that level in the game. If this is resonating with you, please smash the like button, because a lot of people will deal with leveling up. And it's not an easy process when you level up, because as we level up, it gets real quiet. It gets real still, and you're going to have to sit with it. Years ago, I had a mentor, and I was dealing with something, and he told me to sit with it. Over the course of our journey, we have to sit with things. And the more that we sit with them, and we analyze them, and we process them, we become a professional. There are some people that are like professional game players. I got into the wrong YouTube. No, they get like millions of views for playing a video game. You should, isn't that true? So I want you to take that and apply it to real life now. So instead of being a professional and getting millions of views for beating a video game, now we can become professionals at really focusing on perfecting a part of life, some real important stuff. And that's where we're seeing the shift right now. So we're kind of seeing the shift from distractions, the shift from the illusions. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm all for playing games and stuff like that. But again, moderation, a time for this, a time for that. Yesterday, a couple days ago, I put out a very important message. And a lot of people, they fall into these pitfalls and they overdo things and they become obsessed with them. But you want to really stay focused and remember moderation and remember balance. And the more that you're out of balance energetically, the more that you will become out of balance with any aspect of your everyday life. Tommy Davidson, thank you so much, Tommy. I really appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you. So we're seeing the energy rise up, and many people that have been following the solar flares over the past few years, and people have spoken about this, it really takes what's inside of a person and brings it up to the surface. So the more that you are meditative, the more that you're focused, the more that you're in alignment, the more that you're driven. Write it down. Are you driven? Right. I am driven, beyond motivated. I did a full video on that. Beyond motivated, driven, a drive. That's the source energy, the drive. If you're really resonating with chosen ones, here to do something, to change the world, you are driven with capital letters, driven. That's the drive. That's the God force. That's the Christ force. You are driven to do it. When these energies are higher, you can't, and you'll see it right now. So everything is kind of being exposed, right? Exposed to the light. It's not always a bad thing, right? So the truth of you, which is another message that I've done recently, is coming to the forefront. So we will see everything come out of people as the energies increased. And what was hidden is revealed to you. So you might have dealt with a person, dealt with a situation. You never, all of a sudden, I never seen this before. And now your perception has changed. Now you have a brand new perception on it. So the energies are rising up. We definitely see this with the solar flares and the activity that's increasing. So as we said, if you're driven, the drive, that energy, that positive feedback loop continues to grow and grow. But if people are out of alignment, if they're out of balance, that is going to show more and more and more. So we see everything. All of these things were always here. I know for some people it could be scary, but I'm here to tell you, you want to live a life in authenticity. Why waste time maybe doing a job that doesn't resonate with your soul? All of a sudden you realize, oh, all these things, oh, this isn't me. Why waste your time with a narcissist? Waste your energy. Why waste your time in any aspect, any behavior? Maybe you have maybe a behavior that actually doesn't serve your greatest purpose, and you get rid of that behavior and you say, wow, I have all this extra time. I have all this extra space for all the activities. We could do all these activities now with all this extra space. Listen, when we talk about linear time, how linear time is quote unquote fake, there's still time that passes. And we could see as the quickening is happening, is time speeding up? Is your perception of time, you're like, wow, the day just went by so fast? That's the quickening, okay, which a lot of people are experiencing right now. You have the 24 hours in a day. So why not maximize everything? Be efficient. You really want to stay focused on maximizing every second of the day. And you could get that time back when you're not wasting it on a job that doesn't serve you or people. There is an intersection that we all need to look for. It is balance. You're not here, you have to realize this. You're not here to suffer. You're here to serve, but you're here to serve in a way that feeds your soul. If that resonates with you, please smash that like button. We have to learn the truth about this. You have to find that happy balance. You have to find that intersection with what you're creating benefits others, but also feeds your soul, makes you happy. Oh, I'm happy to do this. Not, oh, I have to sacrifice everything. You're not here to sacrifice. You're here to be abundant. You're here to teach. You're here to lead. You're here to build. And what you build, it's going to last the test of time. That's the way that we focus on these things. Again, some people are way out of alignment with certain things, and some people, they're very balanced. And that's where we want to really stay focused on, is the balance. When you are balanced, that's where the power lies. There's a balance that each and every one of us have to find. This balance, I was just discussing it with someone yesterday. This balance, and you could look at it as spiritual terms or scientific terms, they are both the same. So a lot of people discuss about balancing maybe the masculine and the feminine and the aspects of both. You're not going to be totally balanced, but I always really want to focus on 80-20. If I look at my life, 80% I'm very dominant masculine, but 20% I also have to hold the feminine. You might be the other way. You might be 80% feminine, but also hold that as well. In science, this is called hemisync. So we could achieve hemisync by balancing the left and right hemisphere of the brain. And once you merge the two, that is where the power lies. So you really want to find that balance. And as you find that balance, you start to level up and expand and expand. And you say, where did everyone go? You don't exist to those people any longer. You're on a totally different timeline. You're on a totally different frequency. They weren't your friends. They didn't care about you. You're seeing the truth. As you go up the scale, again, I have that depicted in the thumbnail. You want to go higher up the scale. And when you reach the top, which is the truth, which is the light, which is Christ, when you reach the top of the scale, which is truth, everything is below the truth. And that's why there's a world famous quote. I don't know if you've ever heard this quote before. He said, "You can't handle the truth. Remember that quote? It's true. You could write it down. You can't handle the truth. You can't get nervous when the world gets quiet. You've leveled up, but it's also God testing you for the level up. It's all together. You don't turn around. You've burnt the boats and you don't go back. You've burnt the boats. You don't go back. Can't get scared because it got real quiet, because it's going to pull you out of alignment. You have a mission. You have a calling. You were given directions by God. The more that you sit with it alone. I'm a professional at being alone. It's not an easy thing. A lot of people don't want to be alone. I'll let you in on a secret tonight. Smash the like button for Uncle Mike. Uncle Mike's going to let you in on a secret. A lot of you know this already. You all know me. I've been alone my whole life. I've always been alone. Been alone. And sometimes you could have someone around and you're still alone. You might resonate with these words. You're always alone because no one sees the world like you. And that is actually true. Like no one's going to see the world through you. But you are so different. You're evolved. You came here for a specific purpose and you're so evolved. You're beyond it all. You're beyond it all. You're always alone. Like some people, they hear this and they say, oh, this chosen one stuff, and they think that they're the best and blah, 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 blah. It's not a picnic. It's not to know, you know. I knew things since I was a boy, right? And then later in life, it clicks in, oh, I was right the whole time, right? I was right the whole time. But you're trying to connect with people and you're always alone. You could be in a room with 50 people and you feel alone. A lot of people say this, okay? There's no one like me around me. That's why we're all kind of distant from each other. And the reason for this is because of the vibrational frequency that you're putting out. We're going through a massive shift around the world. So you were given a designated area to hold the frequency in that specific place. And we are strategically scattered around the world. Nice and even, even Steven. Even Steven. No, so that's why we're really like all over, right? But it's not an easy picnic. And that's why God, the rewards that you get for this, you know, the only time that I really feel like someone gets me is when I'm with God. Period. You know my name. And you might feel that way too. The only time that someone I feel, this person really gets me. I see these things, is when I'm alone with God. It's the only time. So if it resonates with you, it might make you feel a little lonely. Mama Cos 102, I appreciate that. I have always felt alone. I am. Absolutely. I appreciate you, Mama. I am. I want everyone to focus on that. I am. Leaders lead, builders build, teachers teach. It's a great power. But it's not a pleasant journey. And guess what? I wouldn't trade it for the world. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Because it's all about vocation. You know, over the course of my life, I just did things just because I wanted to achieve it. I wanted to, and just for, you know, it's the Sigma. And you know what? You think about all those, I know the things that I need in my life, and it's peace above everything else. Is that true for you? Let us know in the comments. It's your peace above everything else. So when you have this frequency and you level up, it's all about peace. You can't have people, you can't have situations, you can't have anything that disrupts your peace. You can't have anything that disrupts your peace. I left the message years ago, and I said, and it's still there, even if you have to be an army of one, period. Write it in the comments, an army of one. Because when you level up and the world gets real quiet, if you just joined the live stream, a bunch of people just joined the live stream, I appreciate that. Could you hit the like button? It's great to see everyone. If the world has gotten real quiet and real still, you're like, where is everyone? You know that we just leveled up right now. If you just joined in and you leveled up, hit the Super Mario mushrooms in the chat, the Super Mario stars in the chat. You're leveling up. You're getting the new superpowers right now. Yeah, we're getting new superpowers. And the chat is going by really fast. Absolutely. It doesn't matter your age. You could be 62. You could be 22. It's all about what's inside. It's all about the content of character. That's where we have to really stay focused on right now. The content of character. Because that's how God... But you see some people out there, they think that they could, do whatever, oh, no one will see, no one will know. But everything that is happening at all times is documented in the Akash. There's no Game Genie. Remember Game Genie when we were kids? Remember Game Genie? Let me know in the comments. Remember Game Genie? Oh, I'm gonna cheat the game. I'm gonna skip the levels. I got the Game Genie. Right? No, you gotta play the game. And you play to win the game. Yeah, a wise man once said that. Hello? You play to win the game. And if you don't win, it's okay. You start over again. You do it again. Oh, you didn't get the level? Okay, you do it again. So that's why we want to focus and learn and grow and evolve. So we don't have to do the level all over. Oh my God. Remember when you had, I was almost there. I got to do the level again. What up, kid? It's good to see you. Wow. What a great chat we got going tonight. I really appreciate all of you being here. We have so many powerful things coming up this month. But we are right now, as we're live on the air, we are literally leveling up. And sometimes it's like a total phoenix. It's like radio silence. And please, if your Uncle Mike is speaking the truth here and you're experiencing a lot of these things, let us know in the comments. Share the video. You're leveling up. You got radio silence. Nothing. Phone is silent. Places are silent. People disappear. No one's there. That is the sign that you're leveling up. Synchronicities as well. So appreciate all of you, and what I wanted to leave a legacy for people to analyze over time, to show people the right way, and that anyone can do it. So you might be getting this message right now and realize that anyone could do it. I think we could see it there, but we are, and this was my decision, and I will make another decision because that's what I do. Today, I am at 144 consecutive days. Everyone write 144 in the comments. Today I'm at 144 consecutive days. And there's no coincidence, it's a synchronicity. It was absolutely quiet. You felt it today. It's an irritable feeling as well. And you're feeling the change that's happening. You're feeling the Heinrich that's happening. 144. And you know that number is something that's special. So at this point, I will make a decision. When it will be, it'll be soon. And I'm just going to take a break. So we'll see when that is. But I want to show people there's a time for this and a time for that. So I achieved everything that I wanted to do. So sometime soon, I'm just going to take a break because I can, to show people there's a time for this and a time for that, because sometimes you start to get things serve a purpose. If you're new to the channel, I've shared and I will continue to share about my detoxification. We all have to go through a phase of detoxing. It's very powerful for you to detox. I'll teach you everything that I've did on my journey as we move forward with this channel. Please hit the subscribe button if you're new to this channel. If you're getting this right now, grateful. This is a channel that is showing people. We do everything through people, okay? So every time you share, you hit the like button. That's how this channel has grown. So it was a great journey getting to 100,000. Now we start our journey to 1 million. Tenfold. Told you, kid. And it's every time someone subscribes, every time someone shares, every time we do this, we're just leaving to show people we all did this together, just as common people. And that's what lasts the test of time. And it is left to inspire you so that you can do it. We all inspire each other in a different aspect of our lives. The Rainbow Warriors. Different energetic colors. We have all the different energy colors, right? We got all the energy colors. I got teaching nonstop over here, kid, nonstop, okay? So as we see the different energy colors, you could use the representation of the heart color that represents you the best, okay? Right? We have green right now, which actually represents the heart, right? Everyone thinks it's red. Some people think it's red. I know a lot of people that are familiar with this. But, what is the energy that represents you? Green also represents teaching. Blue, right? The archangel. The voice to speak. You have to speak now. Speak now. Speak up. Speak up now, or forever hold your peace. Don't hold it in. Because I'm going to teach you all. If you hold it in, you know the truth. And if you don't speak it up and you hold that energy inside of you, you will make yourself sick. And no one deserves to be sick in this world. No. So you always want to speak it up. Speak the truth. The more that you speak the truth, the energies are going higher and higher right now. So the more that you speak the truth, you're going to get stronger and better than ever before. Orange is important right now, which we're going to be actually have a video planned for that as well. You got the solar plexus, the anxiety, the future. We got to stay focused on these things. The Hawaiian lion. I appreciate you. I love that name. It's the Hawaiian lion. Tremendous. I love you. Thank you, Hawaiian lion. I appreciate you. Greetings from the divine kings of Lemuria. Remain fearless, Michael. They are watching you. I appreciate you, Hawaiian lion. I'll tell you another secret about me. Watching everyone. Yeah, I've been watching the whole time. Yeah. Some people didn't realize that. Smash that like button if Uncle Mike is having a good time with you. Everybody's watching. I told you that. It lasts the test of time. I said it. Everybody's watching. Yeah. God's watching. Everyone's watching. Right now is the greatest show in the universe. Like they say, the greatest show on earth. So the show on earth is now the greatest show on the universe. So everyone is watching right now. It's a big, it's a big show. And everyone's watching this show. And everyone wants to know how it's going to end. I believe we're in the final season. Got to tune in. You got to tune in. No, it's true. You are all taking part in the greatest show in the universe. Everyone's watching right now, especially God. And now it's on the main stage. Everyone's tuned in. Everyone's zoomed in. Tuned in and zoomed in. Yeah, we're tuned in and zoomed in right now. So everyone's focused right now. It's on the main stage. It's the greatest show in the universe, and you get to be part of it. You get to be part of it. We're all playing a role. Everyone plays a role. It could be a regular, listen, there's a phrase, know your role. And shut your... No, seriously, know your role. It's so, and people ask me that a lot. Mike, what do I'm telling you this. First of all, everyone, it's no one's business. The business is done. I'm teaching you from firsthand experience. This is communication between you and God. Don't go out there. Are you listening to your Uncle Mike? Don't go out there. Don't go to this false idol. Don't go to this guy over here. This guy's got to know that. I'm telling you all. I appreciate you. I'm telling you all. You have to figure it out on your own. There is no one else. So as I've said, know thyself, know your role in this time frame. Know your role in this time frame. Because the lions, the warriors, are rising up right now. Some of us, you've been through a lot. What I went through, what you went through, very different things. But we're still here. I hope I say this right. Bunyang Savit, thank you so much for that. I'm sorry if I'm not saying doing a good job on the name. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Now we are all the champions of everyday life. So whatever you did before, it got you to where we are right now. And now we move forward. If you're resonating with tonight's message, please smash the like button. This is a message that's going to last the test of time. And more people came on. Have you noticed that everything got real quiet? People are quiet. Everything is so still. It's so quiet. There's nothing. You're in the void of creation. Tonight, we are creating right now. We are in the void. That's why it's so quiet. That's why it's so still. I could do this all day. It's so quiet. It's so still. But you will hear the word of God when you're in this silence, when you're nice and still and quiet. And you don't get fearful. You don't get scared. You keep moving forward through the void. That's how you get to the next level. I mean, doesn't the screen kind of go blank for a second when they go to the next level in the game? You're on the next level. Congratulations to all the superheroes right now. Everyone, if you're there, hit that like button. We get a special number. Hit the 333 while we're live on the air. If you smash that like button, again, very, very appreciative for everyone. And I'm grateful for all of you because it shows people that all we need to do is be authentic and together, whoop, I almost spilled my coffee. That was close. Together, we can make this happen. Together, we can make this happen. Yeah. No, it's a great time, even though it's not so rosy, it's not so smooth. But today we see the synchronicity. It's 1:44. It's absolutely always darkest before the dawn. Absolutely. And it's going to get real still. It's going to get real quiet. And I'm telling you this, people will constantly fall off your timeline because they're not going with you. It's every person's free will to level up. Period. And you'll see the difference. And you want to be able to go back into your life and critique it and say, at this time, I needed to do a better job in this. I needed to do. How do you know you're dealing with a demon? Because they're always right all the time. Am I speaking the truth right now? Have you dealt with people? They're always right. They're always right all the time. It was always someone else's fault. They don't take ownership. They don't take responsibility. A lot of the spiritual journey is not make a magical potion and that's it. It's about hard work, discipline, taking responsibility. I'm still here. I keep going no matter what. And how could we get improvements? How could we do better? And that's why God puts us in isolation, because you got to sit there. You got to sit with it. You got to say, okay, how am I going to improve? How am I going to get better? In any aspect of our everyday life, how am I going to improve? How am I going to get better? And God wants you to learn. Learn. Always learn. People don't want to learn. They think they know it all. Okay, go. You know it all. Go. This is the truth, right? Speak. Go. You know, but okay, go. You learn before you earn. However that is. You want to earn respect. You want to earn money, whatever it is. Write it down. You learn before you earn. It lasts the test of time. We'll say it over and over. There are certain truths, right? A lot of them are here on this channel. It's the Our Everyday Lives channel. There are certain truths that are the truth, not bullshit. You learn before you earn. You want to earn someone's respect, you got to learn. You want to earn money, you want to earn whatever it is. You want to earn something, you got to learn before you earn. That's part of the game. And listen, think about it too. You're playing a game. Would it be boring? You're at the end. Oh, I beat the game. I see the ending. Is that even fun? It's not fun. It's not fun. But the harder the game is, the harder a level is, and then you finally beat it. It's so rewarding. That's the weights, right? I share a lot about my training. That's the weights I push against in the gym. If I didn't have those heavy-ass weights to push against, I'm not getting stronger. You push against heavy weights, and then you get stronger. That's the whole point of it. And I'm trying to teach you all to be better, okay? And be focused. Sometimes things are hard, but when you have that extra weight to push against, it makes you stronger. I have a weighted vest. I do pull-ups, right? I try to do an exercise of pull-ups once a week. Now you do pull-ups, right? Maybe you can't do pull-ups, and you work hard, right? But now I put the weighted vest on. So it adds weight. You could only lift your body weight. So why am I putting a weighted vest on to do a pull-up? That's making it harder. Of course it's making it harder. So now I could build stronger muscles. That's why I choose to put the weighted vest on. You could write it in the comments. I choose to put the weighted vest on. I choose to do the hard thing, because I'm telling you this. When you choose to do the hard thing, a lot of people don't want to do it. They just want they want the easy way out. They want the easy thing. And if you want to differentiate yourself, then you do the hard thing. If that resonates, please smash the like button. We're going to make it, and we're going to make it the hard way. That's what my father always said. Sometimes you got to learn the hard way. Yeah. Sometimes you got to listen. Sometimes we learn best the hard way. You have to. We learn best the hard way. We get the firsthand experience. But did you learn? Did you learn from it? Or did you repeat it over and over again? The timeline, that spiral. I know we think linear sometimes. We think spiral. It comes up. You say, why is it coming up again? Did you learn? No. Okay, do it again. Did you learn? Nope. Okay, do the level again. Do the level again, right? So I hope that everything that I've shared tonight really is helpful on your journey. Many people are going to go through a phase when it's time for them to level up. And every time that I have leveled up, I feel it right now, we are leveling up like never before. This has happened every single time that it's time to level up. It's going to get real quiet. It's going to get real still. And then it's time for you to level up. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please share this video tonight. Hit that like button if you're here. If you missed the beginning, watch the replay. A lot of helpful things. Leave a comment on this video. What did you learn from this? What did you experience when you've leveled up, or are you experiencing it right now? This is the end of the week. I appreciate everyone that has donated to the channel this week. The link is in the description. Thank you to everyone that became a channel member this week. I really appreciate that. I will show up every single day. We will do the work every single day because we actually are driven, write it down, driven to do this. And we're creating a positive feedback loop like never before. We are headed over to Patreon right now. The link is in the description. We're going to do a Zoom collaboratively together once we get off here. If you'd like to join us on Patreon, that link is there. And the greatest thing of all, I so appreciate it. Just keep sharing. Keep hitting the like button. Don't be fearful. Don't go back. I know it got quiet. You got scared. Sometimes we get scared. It's quiet. Too quiet. Don't get scared. Don't go back. Just keep going. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way. The spookables, the heffalumps, the demons, a two-headed dragon. Nothing could stop you. Just keep going. All right. I love you all. This was great tonight. Wasn't this a great one tonight? Very powerful message. It's going to last the test of time. It happens every single time. It's time to level up, kid. It's time to level up. We're going up. Get the fire flower. Get the mushroom. Get the superstar. You're going to be invincible. We're getting the invincibility. We're hitting God mode. Hit God mode before we get off. Hit the God mode. Hit the like button. Oh, it's going to be great. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the cool dragons. Not that two-headed dragon. We'll get those things. Yeah. All the spookables that go bump in the night. Don't worry about any of them. Don't worry about any. Oh, look at that. 333. We're going to get it. I told you. All right. I love you guys. I'm headed over to Patreon right now. We'll be back on tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. If you're new to the channel, you could set an alarm on your phone. 9 a.m. Love you all.